Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. Today we'll bring you the story of a gentleman who resigned from paid employment in the fast-moving consumer goods industry in 2002 to begin producing sachet water. But soon afterwards, the water business became saturated and he switched to making products like icing sugar, custard, cocoa powder, corn flour, and black soap, amongst others. With the Bank of Industry's intervention in 2015, Mr. Ayoade says Tinka Cap Investment Company Limited was able to exponentially increase its production capacity to satisfy a larger chunk of the market. Also on the show today, we take you into the world of Virgin V Angel Limited, run by a young lady known as Tonya Lawani. Virgin V produces a wide variety of hospitality, PR, and branding products. With the support of the Bank of Industry, the company has had a seamless transition from a full manual operation to a largely automated production of products supporting the hospitality and packaging sectors of the Nigerian economy. I'm Kayode Alayande. Stay close for details.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI Online Loan Application Portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Tinka Cap Investment Company Limited was inaugurated or started in the year 1989 when I was serving. And I did not work with the registered company until 2002 when we started producing pure water. Pure water was actually the vogue at that particular time. At that particular time, we have more than five vehicles producing pure water. But as time goes by, we find out that the issue of pure water is no longer the norm. Many people have bastardized the market, so we need to diversify. 2011, to be specific, I retired from PE employment, and I started full-time with Tinka Cap, and we have ranges of products. We started actually with Tinka Cap icing sugar, Tinka Cap custard powder, Tinka Cap cocoa powder, Tinka Cap corn flour. In addition, with the only one line we brought from the previous work, which is bottled water, Tinka Cap bottled water. So in addition to that, I borrow also from my previous company. I borrow the idea of producing soap. Actually, our Gold Black soap, the paste, is the first kind in Nigeria producing black soap in plastic.
How were you able to raise the initial capital to start the business?
I realized that many of the companies that are succeeding today, they need additional capital to be able to finance the ventures in which they are embarking upon or the venture they are into. And it's been very, very tedious at the beginning, but I found out that, yes, there was an opening. And the issue of getting additional loan came via BOI. I'm telling you, before the BOI, we're taking money from friends, from families to help the business. But immediately the opportunity of the BOI came, it gave a geometrical uplift in terms of our turnover, in terms of our production capacity, and it has been very, very helpful. And since we got that loan, we were able to get a machine for the soaps, and we were able to get one or two of our machine in terms of additional machine to produce the already existing line that we have, the icing sugar, the cocoa, the corn flour, and the cornstarch.
Do you have any plans in the future to go back to the banking industry?
Yeah. We didn't realize packaging material would take a huge sum of money, almost 17 million naira. That's the reason why I say, okay, what do we do? I can't run to commercial bank because of the high interest rate. You can't use commercial bank loan to finance manufacturing in this country because we're always on diesel with all the other challenges that you have in manufacturing. So I went back to BOI. Oh, they've been jolly good friends. They've been helpful before. So I went there, I called the Lagos State officer. He came. And when he saw what we have done, he was very happy. And he said, yes, they are ready to assist.
So can you tell us about this equipment that you're able to acquire? What do you use them for and what products do they produce?
We're able to get the online shrink wrapping, cutting and shrink wrapping machine. And we're able to get a milling machine to blend all our peaked soap. So we're able to get that. And in addition to that, we're able to get additional milling machine for our icing sugar. So it has actually, tremendous, it has actually helped because it helps us actually to be able to meet the demand for, especially for our icing sugar. That loan actually helped to meet the demand. We're able to double our production and to be able to meet the demand. We're able to cover almost every part of the country. Wherever you see icing sugar, you will see Tinka Cap icing sugar there.
Now, I'm interested in what inspired your product development, especially the black soap.
We started the black soap, especially the paste. The one in cup is the only type that we have in this country. I'm not talking of the tablet. It's a paste, just a little scoop on your spoon, and it has readiness in the soap. You have aloe vera, like I've said, you have honey, you have camwood, and you have shea butter. All these are resident inside the soap, unlike a soap that went through boiling process, the tablet, that you claim you have all this, and they are not always, because many of them will have evaporated through eating. But our paste soap is having all these ingredients because they are applied into the soap when it is cool. On incremental basis, the BOI fund has actually helped us. There's no doubt. It has helped us because we're able to scale up all the production, and the turnover on each of the products has actually gone up because initially we were unable to meet our demand. Now that we got the BOI fund, we're able to extend to the far north, and many, especially the custard, our custard is along all the West African coast, because we have people coming from Ivory Coast, Lomé, and Co. to book for our custard.
For your line of business, raw materials and acquiring them is very critical. Now, have there been any challenges in procuring raw materials to operate, and have you had incidences where those threatened your operations?
Majority of the raw material, especially for the soap, apart from the caustic soda that is being imported, every other one are locally made. And that's the reason why I said, apart from the people that we employ, some of our suppliers also benefit from the creation of Tinka. And since many of these things are locally sourced, So we have people that actually we give LPO to and supply us on a regular basis. And for the sugar, it's actually Nigerian sugar. So it's either Dangote, BOI, or flour mill. So those one are also locally sourced. And for the cocoa also, it's locally sourced. Actually, almost 90% of our raw material are locally sourced. There's no one that is being imported, apart from caustic soda that we use for soap.
You seem very excited about your experience with the Bank of Industry, but not so many people out there, especially those who have not experienced the Bank of Industry, who just hear about the Bank of Industry, believe it's all media hype, you know, what the Bank of Industry is saying. What would you say to those kind of people?
Bank of Industry, they are not ghosts. I will tell them they are not ghosts. They are not invisible. They are people you can actually approve, because my own story is a story that needed to be told. And since I got the loan from Bank of Industry, there's no kickback, there's no you see this person, you see that person. If you have all your papers complete, you don't need to see anybody. So I went through this within a very short period of time, and I got to know that it's even faster now to access loan from Bank of Industry. I was made to understand that it's even faster now. So I want to experience the loan I'm trying to apply for now. I want to see how long it will take, because the other one took almost like a year or 2 years plus before it's actually materialized. But
probably because you didn't have your papers.
Possibly. But with the experience I had in the first loan I took from Bank of Industry, I know this one I'm assessing now will be faster. And I haven't gotten to know that all what we needed to do, what we were trying to use the money for, the Lagos State officer has actually come to see that, yes, this is a project that they need to finance. Bank of Industry is approachable, and with their interest, maximum of maybe 10 or 11%. The one I took is actually 9%. 9%. So it gave me a lot of breathing room to be able to expand without having to cut my neck. So we are paying with ease now. We are paying with ease. There's no stress in paying out their money. But importantly, whoever that is approaching Bank of Industry must plan his finances. Money that you use to expand the capacity, not to say you want to go and use it to build house, to go and marry wife, or to go on a journey. No. And that's actually what is actually helping us. So if you want to take money from Bank of Industry, you have to plan your finance very well. Know that at the end of every month, they take this money away from you, and they are very, very pleasant in the sense that they even give you 6-month moratorium. So after the 6 months, there's nothing for you not to be able to pay back the money. So, but we thank God, with our home, we don't have any stress paying back their money. We've been paying. So everybody should realize the fact that banking industry, they are not good. They are people that you can actually approach, and they'll be very, very helpful, especially in SME.
The building housing the Seal Group, which is the parent company of Virgin V Angel Limited, manufacturer of hotel guest amenities, restaurant consumables, and hotel print shop in the Lekki area of Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria. Starting out in 2005, Virgin V Angel Limited began as a trading enterprise, importing hospitality and travel amenities, brand promotional merchandise, and other consumer goods for distribution in the Nigerian market.
After so many years of doing that, you know, as it is, there came the day when we ran into custom problems, and then we faced challenges clearing some of our goods. It took so long to get through the ports. And eventually, we had them come out, but so many of our goods were damaged. It was a major setback, yes. But I think today, I'm so happy it happened, because it exposed us to other opportunities to go into manufacturing, which is where we are today. So gradually, we had a small manufacturing unit. So at the time, we were only about 12 or so staff, and we started manufacturing product by product, one day after the other. And today, we are Nigeria's #1 manufacturing hotel amenities manufacturer, and we started from the packaging, and then gradually we started mixing our content, so that's cosmetic manufacturing. And then today we're packaging sugars, toothpicks, straws, paper napkins, chef hats, and everything hotels, restaurants, and bars need.
Let's take a look around some of the production rooms.
This is the sugar filling and packaging machine. It fills the sugar and then it seals the sugar at the same time. This is very fast. It can produce like 10,000 pieces in 3 hours. This is also paper napkin for protein. We actually have quite a number of protein clients. So we produce for protein all over Nigeria. This is for Seagate paper napkin. They are also produced and packaged there. So this is our liquid production department. Here we produce body lotion, shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner. So they are going to be branded for the client. But right now, the client ordered for plain products, and that's why you see these tubes. We didn't brand them, so because he requested for plain. So that's why we have this like this.
Virgin V Angel ventured into manufacturing activities in 2009, employing manual form of production until the Bank of Industry's Intervention Fund came in 2016 and positively changed the production tide.
Before BOI Intervention Fund, we could do only a few of our products. So, and even those few, I mean, we could do the sugars, we could do the toothpicks, we could do the straws, we could do the paper napkins, but all of these were very manual processes. I remember when the team visited us for the first time and they saw our processes, they were like, wow, so you get to do this with such, in such manual ways, and you know, we were doing it and we had been doing that for years. But once we got the BOI Intervention Fund, we now have machines to do this. So it makes our production turnaround time faster. It makes our work better because it's neater being done by machines. And then we are now able to do a whole lot more. So we could only do 33 cm paper napkin before Bank of Industry Intervention Fund. But today we can do 25 cm, we can do 30 cm, we can do 40 cm. So now for paper napkin alone, we have 4 different types, whereas we could only do 1 type before. Same thing with our sugars. That was it. I mean, the difference in the volumes were just out of this world. Whereas before Bank of Industry, we struggled with doing 3,000 pieces of sugar per production officer every day. Once we got the Bank of Industry Intervention Fund, we are talking 15 to 25,000 in 3 hours. So the difference has just been so much. So today we're able to take. Before Bank of Industry, there was a point where we had to cut off our orders, otherwise we will not meet up. So sometimes when we see that we're taking too much, because our processes were manual, we had to cut off to say we can't take in orders from so time. But now the orders come, we take them and we deliver. So that has just been amazing and awesome for us. For quality, we have, as much as possible, been able to match with international standards. So a few years ago, and it's decreasing by the day, we had a couple of hotels, especially the international brands, still rely on importing their amenities. And so at those points, we always were like backup suppliers for them. But you know, after a while, when they realized that our qualities were matching with what they were importing, they've stopped. So most of them decided to turn around all their amenities to us, and we delivered. So quality is very key. Once they know you to meet up with the quality they will get from abroad, then you don't have any problem. Then you don't have to talk too much. You get the jobs. So gradually, they have let go of importing and then relying on us totally, and we try as much as possible not to disappoint their expectations.
Tonya Lawani then looks back on the process to getting the loan from the Bank of Industry.
I'm happy to say I'm a proud ambassador of the Bank of Industry, and for every time I have mentored or I have spoken with especially growing entrepreneurs and startups, there's this thought out there that they can never access funding or finance from the banks. But I say no. And I said no proudly because I know how we went through with Bank of Industry. A lot of startups say, oh no, they won't give you, the process is so long, the criteria is not attainable, but that's not correct. The best part of Bank of Industry as a developmental bank is they just don't give you the funds. They actually help you put your structure in place. So for example, when I had issues with one or two areas in my business in terms of documentation, they got consultants to work with me to say, you know, put her through. So they didn't just sit back and let me worry about so much. Where they could help, they always came in. And this was in 2016, we got the intervention. And they didn't leave us at that. For every month, they're coming in, you know, every other week, every other time to check on our business, to see how we're doing. And yes, as with any business, there are times where you face challenges, and they're very happy to give very sound advisory too. So Bank of Industry partnered with us in 2016, and they have been part of our family. They had the intervention was up to 160 million. The repayment plan is the most fantastic thing to happen to any business. I mean, in Nigeria, where you are in between commercial banks giving you all sorts of ridiculous digits, Bank of Industry is giving you a single digit and a convenient tenor. So we, for example, we have 9% and we have a 7 years repayment plan. So the interest payment comes every month as at when due, and we're happy that we have been able to meet up at every point. And we invested in our machines. So today we have, whereas we were doing a lot of manual processes, manual production, today we have gone almost completely automated. We have our soap production line, we have our filling department, we have our packaging department. Biggest of it all is we have our print and packaging department, which has now birthed another unit which will have opened out for commercial purpose. So we are not only doing packaging of hotel amenities again to meet our own needs. We have opened that business to the public to bring in their own print and packaging.
Tonya Lawani also sets a clear vision for the future of Virgin V Angel Limited.
Virgin V Angel is taking over Africa. So we want to, we have a vision to be the #1 hotel amenities manufacturer in Africa. We want other countries to come to us. Let Nigeria be known for this. We have a couple of clients in the neighboring countries today. So we have clients from Cameroon, Benin Republic, and Senegal, and a few others. But yes, we want to go beyond West Africa. And I know that we will. I'm very positive.
There are currently over 40 identified business clusters that are enjoying different levels of intervention from the Bank of Industry. BOI is always willing to support enterprises in the real sector, especially those that add value to Nigeria's abundant natural and mineral resources. For more on how to secure the Bank of Industry's intervention, visit any of their branches closest to you. Otherwise, log on to their website at boi.ng. You can also apply for loans online. Simply download the BOI SME Loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. Feel free to tweet at me at KAY Alayande, but you can find previous editions of the show on youtube.com. All you have to do is type BOI Weekly in the search area. That will be a wrap on the show for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.